Hey guys, welcome back to the DCDS YouTube channel. It's great to see you all again. So we've just filmed a YouTube tutorial on playing the C major scale around on the guitar. So what I thought I'd do is kind of continue on that series now and teach you guys how to play another major scale, which for this one is going to be the E major scale. Now, if you guys haven't seen any of my tutorials so far on scales, on like the guitar and the keyboard and that sort of thing, couple of basics first. First thing you need to remember is E and B. You really have to emphasize that, E and B. E and B don't have sharps in them, okay? So that's going to become like quite an important thing while we're kind of walking you through these little tutorials. Second thing you need to know is when you're playing a major scale, which is what we're doing now, when you're playing a major scale, there's a certain pattern that we follow, okay? And that pattern goes root, okay, tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. That is really, really frustrating because as I kind of do that, and I don't even know why I do that as I'm walking you through the scale, but my hand's moving more and more out of shot, so I then have to kind of go like that to kind of keep it in shot. Let me shuffle over this way. So it goes root, tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. Okay. Now, when I say root, that's basically the letter that crops up in the name. Okay. So, like I say, in this tutorial, we're looking at the E major scale. Okay. So, because it's E major, our root note is E. Okay. That's the note that we're going to start at. Okay. If it was the A major scale, we'd be starting at A. If it was G major scale, we'd start at G, and so on, okay? But we're starting at E. Now, I'm going to show you guys two versions of this today. I just whacked my guitar on the electric drums. Let me shuffle back this way again. So we're working on the E major scale here, and I'm going to show you two versions. The reason for that is there's two E strings, okay? Now, I've gone over this in the last tutorial. I'll go over it again, though. So we have the top E and the bottom E. Unless you play the guitar, it's not what you think, okay? This one is not the top E, okay? Even though it's positioned at the top, it's not the top E. This is the bottom E, okay? And the one at the bottom, the one at the bottom is the top E, okay? So I think it's in relation to the pitch, okay? So the low pitch is bottom E, the high pitch is top E. Okay, so we're going to work with both those strings today. Now then, like I was saying before, we're doing the E major scale, so we're starting at E. Okay, now then, what we can do is, because when we play the string without actually pressing down on it, on the very top one, if we play it without pressing down on the actual frets, that's an E note, okay? So we can actually have one of our notes without even having to press down on the fretboard, which is a little bit convenient. It's like one less thing to think about. So we've got our E, okay? E. Then from that, we're gonna go tone, tone, semitone. Look, I'm doing it again. I'm going out of shot. We're gonna go tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. My dog is interrupting me. So each semitone counts as a fret, okay? That's these little spaces in between the metal lines. And each tone counts as 2 frets, okay? So that's a semitone and that's a semitone. Together they make up a tone, okay? So what we're going to do, we've got our E. So from there, we're going to play a tone. So we're not going to press down the first fret because that's our first semitone. So we add another semitone to it to make a tone, okay? So we're pressing down there. That's going to give us F sharp, okay? Again, don't worry about the notes. Just think about it as like tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. So we got E, F sharp, and then we're going to play another tone. So we're going to come down another 2 frets. That's G sharp, Okay, and then we're going to play a semitone because it goes root, tone, tone, semitone. So we're going to come down a semitone, which is A. Then we're going to play another tone, which is going to be B. Then we're going to play another tone, which is going to be C sharp, because B doesn't have a sharp, so it's going to be C sharp. Then another tone, which is going to be D sharp. And then a semitone, which is going to be E. Now, a really, really easy, convenient thing. This is like such a convenient scale. It's untrue, guys. There's so many like nice little things that's added in here to make things easier. Just like when we played the open E without pressing down on the fretboard, that's an E. This fret here with the two dots is another E. Okay, that's also E. So if we wind up here at the end of our root, tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone, we'll know that we've arrived in the right place. Okay, because that's a, don't worry if you don't know what an octave is, but that's an entire octave from E through all the notes through to E again. Okay, so yeah, that's our E major scale. Okay, so let's cycle through that from the start. So root, tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. Okay, so now we're going to do that again, but it's literally going to be the exact same thing, but just using the other E string. Okay, so we've got our root note E, so I'm not pressing down on the fretboard. So that's E, that's our root. Then tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. Okay, now you don't have to always play it in that order, that root, tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. What that does is it just tells us the ascending pattern of the notes and what notes to use in the scale. Okay, but if we wanted to, we could start like playing around with all the different notes. Okay, like the same notes that crop up in our root, tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone, but we can play like multiple notes. So if I wanted to, I could play like a few notes on the open E. Okay, so yeah, and again, you don't have to go in the same order either. Okay, I might decide to kind of play our E note, and then I might want to play our F sharp. Okay, at the very bottom. So okay, I'm just using two notes from the E major scale there. So again, you can use all the different notes in different patterns. You can play the same note multiple times on the same fret. So just have a bit of fun with that, guys. Just to kind of help you remember. Again, it goes root, tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. A semitone is one fret, a tone is two frets, or two semitones. Okay, I hope you guys have found that a little bit fun and a little bit interesting. If you do have any questions, please feel free to contact me over, I think we've got like an Instagram page where you can send me a message to ask me any questions that you have, or I know like a lot of my audience is quite young, so if you've got parents on Facebook, then your parents can contact me over on Facebook. You guys shouldn't really be on Facebook at your age, but if your parents contact me on Facebook, then I can answer your questions over there. Or if you prefer, there's I've done like tutorials a couple of months back where I was doing scales but on the keyboard, which are a little bit easier to follow. It's the same rules, the same notes, the same progression of root, tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. It's just easier to see it on the screen in a keyboard tutorial, and then you can transfer it over to the guitar. But yeah, I hope you've had a little bit of fun with that. Like I say, if you have any questions or anything, I can be contacted, and I'll give like a more in-depth explanation for you guys. So thank you so much for dropping in, guys. Remember to leave your likes, comments, subscribe, invite your friends and family to subscribe. Like I say, I do all kinds of musical instrument lessons on here: guitar, drums, bass guitar, keyboard, buckets and pans, which we've got like a little series going on at the moment on how to like make really fun little drum solos just using everyday household items. We have behind the scenes vlogs, dares, challenges, gaming videos. There's all kinds of cool things on here. So yeah, if you could spread the word, I would appreciate that so much. So thanks for dropping in, guys, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye bye.